Yeah.
Yes, sir. So kindly continue with the.
Yeah, I was just talking about like where do you want to see yourself from 5 years from now, 10 years from now. This question should be you should be asking yourself. You should not be going towards the aspiration what your parents want. To be very honest, I wanted to be a judge because my parents told me. But once I got interested and I went through the subjects, it was my decision
Yeah,
to get
right.
into this thing. It was never their decision to like to join or not, or to like they were just they just said they just opined, they just gave their opinion and their suggestion that this would be a very beautiful thing that if you do. So it is always upon you. Nobody can even force you. There is this self introspection, self realization, and if you are really, do you really want to be a judge? And if you want to be have those basic certain qualities with you, this is the most important thing which will take you anyway, everywhere and anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there was one last question which I would like to ask you, that what is the length of an answer in the mains exam? Or is there any
uh,
word limit for that matter?
no, in some states there is this blank space that is being given for the type of questions that they ask. Like for 5 mark questions, they give only one side a blank space that you have right. It is not even the margin one. So people should also one more suggestion that you have asked. It is very well taken into consideration is that you the guys who and the people who are the judicial service aspirants, they should start writing and practicing on the A4 sheet, on the blank
Okay.
pages, because in the judicial services examination the answer sheets that is being given to you is only a blank space. It is not in the in the marginal form. So the handwriting should be clear, legible, and visible. Coming back to your question, what should be the length of an answer? For 5 marks question, they give you a blank space of one side only. For 10 marks question, they give you a blank space for like three sides, 3 pages. For 20 marks question, there are 20 marks questions as well. So they give you like 5 to 6 pages. It is not necessary to fill all the pages, as I've already discussed with you, like we used to do in our law school, that taking B sheet, again taking additional sheet is not a way to approach. Being clear and like it is like you should think upon while you are writing your answer that have you involved everything in your answer or not. So for 20 marks question, I hardly filled up like 3 pages, 2.5 3 pages. My 20 marks answer was done. Half of the 3 pages I just used to cut it down because I did not had anything to write upon. uh, People should be that's why I tell you that there comes the idea of answer writing. If you do the answer writing practice and you start reading and writing, it will be very much beneficial, because when you start writing questions, writing answers to the questions, you will find that you are taking a very much space and you are not able to express a lot. This will be the problem faced by the people who will start their answer writing, for sure, for sure. You won't have a model answer with you. You will just think that I should include this thing also there, this thing also should be there. So the problem would be there in the time management as well. And the second thing is that you won't be having any clarity of idea. So my advice and suggestion to everyone is to go for the answer writing test that is being organized, and read and write things. Whatever you do, read and write. Once you start writing things, you will get an idea how to like write the same on the paper in a given set format, or even a set time format also, because you hardly get 3 hours and it is a 200 marks paper. So some questions are very much lengthy, some are short, so it depends upon you, how much you are prepared, how much you know, and how much. See, for 5 marks question, you should not be involving too much of ideas and opinion. You should be your approach should be a brief introduction and explain the sections. For 10 marks, the main strategy that I've told you, that giving the introduction, then going for the going for a case law. When it's a 20 marks question, very deeply go into the depth of the question that is being asked. Do not leave any aspect that is asked to you. Do not let anything go unanswered. And now many of the questions and the papers that are that are coming in the recent years, they are not, I've already told you, they are not theory based things. They are always the application based questions that are asked. So in application based question, you do not have very much to write. So you have to be short, concise, and I would always suggest that when you are satisfied that yes, this answer is a well completed one, you should leave that. And you should be first of all develop an idea habit of writing, then go for the mains answer writing papers, go for the test for them, and then you can very well go and attempt for this. And because then you will be evaluated, there will be mentors from the coaching or from any of the mock or any of the people who will evaluate your model test papers. They will very well evaluate you and they will be telling you about the suggestions about the same. What I want to convey is be clear, crisp. Do not get into the lengthy idea of writing. Leave this thing. You may have carried this in college. I was writing the same things in the college because we had this notion that the number of marks you get is equal to the number of pages that you fill in the college. This
Yeah.
should not be the notion in the competitive examinations,
Yeah.
because an examiner, if you imagine the condition of the examiner, he has so much answer sheets to evaluate,
Right.
and if he finds that you have written a very big answer and you are just not writing things which are relevant, and you are just your answer is just like scattered one, you will be like very much averagely marked in your in. Whereas if you are very short, you give a good introduction, then you do just go and hit upon the bullet points and the things that are asked in the question paper. It would be very much appreciated and will be marked very highly. So these are the things to be kept in mind. Be clear, see what is being asked. हमारे लॉ स्कूल में क्या होता है, वो वी हैव दिस टेंडेंसी दैट they ask a particular thing, we write whole Mahabharata and whole Ramayana in that it started there. This is not at all required in judiciary. This is not at all appreciated and required in judicial services examination. You answer whatever is asked to you, and when you are satisfied that you have given a good, you close it with your conclusion. Conclusion is important for the same. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much for sharing your strategies and your experiences. And we look up to become judicial officers because of your inspiration. And thank you so much for sharing your precious knowledge and that you promised to share the notes with us. And thank you so much for also spending so much time and taking so much pain. And like, despite the connectivity issues, you have
Yeah.
actually
No,
helped us a
it's
lot.
fine.
So thank you so much. This is actually going to be very informative for all of us. So thank you.
Last
Yeah.
thing, what I want to say from my end. This is an ending note from my side.
Yes,
Two
sir.
things will take you anyway. I have told this in my earlier interviews as well when I was selected, that the first thing is consistent hard work, and the second thing is positive thinking. It can take you anywhere. Whatever you can imagine, you can achieve it. It's all there in your mind. To everyone who are my juniors or my seniors or my batchmates or people from the other universities who have joined this live video session, two things you should not leave it. You should not leave it at all. Never give up upon anything. Whatever you wish for, if you think that this is your passion, be it litigation, be it UPSC, be it becoming a judge, be it going into any other thing, it always requires two things. You should always be having a tendency of hard working, persistent hard work. Continuous hard work should always be a mantra of success. And the second thing is positive thinking. I tell you, there were people in the college. There were people from the same batch who did not believe in me. There were professors also who did not believe in me. There were people outside also who did not believe in me. But I did not considered or bothered about what they thought. I considered what my passion is and what I want and how I want to live my life and what I want to make it out of it. So I was always positive. I was always positive in my approach that I have to crack this. This was not that this is an answer to all those people, But the same people are now connecting with me, they are talking to me, now they are saying the same thing. I tell you, once you attain success, everything changes a lot. Things change a lot. People who consider you as that you are not meant for this, they will appreciate you, they'll try to talk to you. There will be 100 ways of people connecting to you the moment
Right.
you gain success. That is the tendency of the people. But for everyone who is there in the college, live your college life happily, do everything. I do not say that you should be a bookish worm, किताबी कीड़ा बन के नहीं रहने का, और रहना भी नहीं चाहिए किसी को. Go for moods, go for debates, go for sports things, enjoy with your friends, make friends, because that is what all counts in life. Go for beautiful trips to wherever you can go with your friends, because once you come into a profession, you are not that much free, and people are not also available for you, and you are also restricted in some way. So enjoy your life very, very happily. Live your life to the fullest moment. That I've always did, and it was my always mantra in life. Always help people. If you are a senior, you should be always helping your juniors into anything that they ask for. You should be courteous towards them. I've always been the same, and I always want to tell to my people who are there that please be for them. Please be there for your juniors, and never, never, never look down. People may humiliate you, people may say things about you. Do not give up. Do not give up, because that what makes a man. That what makes a man. And once you are into profession, this will be very normal for you. People like this will be everywhere. But two things always, remember, two things always: hard work and positive thinking. Do not think anything negative about yourself. People may question your strategy, people may question your capability, but prove them with your actions and results. It always helps, and it marks you as a man. That is what a person of a dignity does. He does not reply it, and he does not go into the scuffle fights or into the opinions and the arguments with the people. He always go for the actions, for making everyone believe. So it was very nice session, and with you all, and thank you Sunanda so much. I would like to thank you Shivdish NGO Foundation, and Ujjwal also, the person who is behind all of this, and he has contacted me, and I was very much happy to share the live session with you all. In fact, my all the college mates and the people who are connected with me, I hope you will be working hard, whatever you want to achieve, and all my best wishes are with you guys. And if you think feasible, we can have another session whenever we will be free. Do not feel anything hesitated. You can connect with me on Facebook or anywhere, but there are certain limitations of mine as well, as I cannot answer in a very quick manner. The response may be a day or a two or a week later, because I do not go or use it very frequently. But yes, I will be solving your doubts and everything as a big brother. And all the best to you all. And thank you for having me. It was very nice, and it was nice pleasure for me. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir.